Perez Hilton here. You know what a lot of you are? Hypocrites. Back in the day, I was doing things very differently than I do now. Some might say I was a big see you next Tuesday or other awful things. And you'd be right. But I have grown, evolved, and I don't operate that way anymore. However, a lot of you, while playing lip service to how things should be different and criticizing me for things I did back then, are doing today the very same things that I did back then and got criticized for, and that I don't do anymore. Case in point, Selena Gomez's boyfriend, musician Benny Blanco. They've been dating for about a year and a half now, have talked about a future together, marriage, children. It's all on the table. She is happier than she's ever been before. And he should be very happy too, because Benny was just named to People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive issue. He is one of the recipients. He is one of the sexiest alive in America. And a lot of you all disagree. Even Selena Gomez fans are not just commenting on his appearance, but being very mean, saying really nasty things about his looks. No, people. No. And even if you believe that, you should hopefully be smart enough to understand that what you consider sexy isn't what somebody else does. Looks are subjective. And Benny Blanco's got it going on. He got Selena Gomez, and he got this feature in People magazine. And if you want to know how he got her, he gives us all some tips in the new issue of People. 8 to be exact. Let's go over Benny Blanco's list of how to just be a good gentleman. Benny says, and this might be a preemptive way of addressing all you haters out there. He says, I always felt pretty confident. My mom was like, you're the best. And my brother was always so sweet to me. He always paved the way, always made sure people were nice to me. He is a sweetie. Aww. When it comes to relationships, he says there should be no games and insists I still go all out for every date. It doesn't mean spending your entire bank account. It means being attentive and listening. Great advice. Of Selena, he specifically says, I'm a real morning person. It's my favorite time to spend with Sel because we both wake up really early. It's like our moment before the rest of the world wakes up. I have a true best friend that I get to do everything in the world with, and every day is the best day of my life. So, how can you get a Selena Gomez? Or, in my case, how can I get a Jonathan Bailey? Tip number 1, Benny Blanco says, learn how to cook. Quote, even if you're terrible at cooking, your partner will like it because you did it. I like that. I agree. Ask your partner what they want to eat. Don't try to cook them what you want to eat. If you don't know how to cook it, learn it. He adds, try to be chivalrous. Tell her how pretty she is. Chivalry's not dead. Number 2, first dates should be experiences. Whatever the date is, you want your partner to leave and be like, oh my God, I'm calling all my friends. I try to create a moment in time because everyone's effing busy. Everyone has so much work to do. Everyone's so stressed. If we can just sit back and forget everything for an hour to 4 hours, if it's a good date 5, then things are good. Don't you leave a date sometimes and you're like, oh my God, what the hell? Time flew. I go all out for every date. We go all out for each other. Number 3, dress with confidence. Okay, I don't really care too much about fashion, but it matters. We are very visual people and we judge. I mean, I love fashion, but I could date somebody that doesn't have a good fashion sense or that doesn't dress with confidence or, clothes is not a priority for them. You know what I mean? And Benny says, if you're wearing the most expensive thing that just came out, you're not fashionable. You're just a person who happens to spend their money. He adds, I love sharing clothes with my partner. It's interchangeable. Number 4, self-care is a must. Amen. Amen. Don't stink, he says. Although some gay men like that. Not me. I don't like the stink. I prefer smelling good, personally. Do all the stuff, he says. I really think it's important to have good skin. I have a facialist and she changed my life. I also don't believe in always shampooing your hair or conditioning your hair. I'm really clean, but I don't shower every day. Some people I know shower 2 to 3 times a day, but I feel like the oils on your skin don't have time to rejuvenate and get juicy. I shower daily after I get home from the gym. But that's just me. Number 5, welcome everyone into your home within reason. He says, I love to host. It's so fun. For a dinner party, you want to invite people that don't necessarily all know each other. I like that. I like to mix friend groups. I like that. You want to think of a really broad menu that's something that everyone's going to like. Smart. Number 6, and this is one of the most important to me, treat your mother like a queen. My mom's my best friend, says Benny. Every Sunday we go to the farmer's market. I cook her lunch, we swim, we gossip about stuff. Aww. My mom loves flowers. For Mother's Day, I get her the same thing every year. I get her a new orchid. She's so good at taking care of them that before she moved to LA, she had a room with just like 25 of them because I would give them to her every year and she would keep them and they would never die. Aww. Number 7, tied into that. Gift giving is an art. Don't buy a gift that everyone else is going to buy. To me, the best way to do it is get creative. To listen to something they said in the past and bring that back as a memory. Most of my gifts are handmade. Crafty. Aww. The first time me and Sel were really going to be long distance for a while, she made a bear that when I pressed its hand, it said, I miss you so much. You're going to be okay. I'll see you when I get back. She's very good at gifting. She does the same thing as me. Most of our gifts, we make them for each other. And number 8, Benny Blanco says, totally ghosting someone? I've never done that. You have to be demonic to fully ghost someone. Ghosting is mean. A gentleman should not. Amen. God, I need me a Benny Blanco or a Jonathan Bailey or a Jonathan Groff. I just love a Jonathan. And y'all, be nicer to him. He is nice to her. She finds him attractive. That's all that matters. Okay? Okay.